That looks good. No other discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Same sign opposed. Consent agenda passes. So governance, there are no items in governance. We're ready for the finance report, 6A, report of appropriations Lori.
In your packet behind all the pretty color reports is the 1 month ending January 31st, 2025 appropriations report. At the end of the month, we had a balance of $16,280,187.48, or approximately 94% of the original budget. And the investments for year to date, as of January 31st, 2025, for all four funds in the State Investment Pool Trust in Indiana is $14,784,900. The average daily yield for January is 4.3905, which is down 0.2% since December, but that's because in January it resets to the year-to-date resets as of January 1st, so it's using 12 months compared to 1 month. The average daily yield, can't even say it, average daily yield year to date is 4.419109, or down 0.8183 since December's year-to-date number.
Any questions about the investments or appropriations report?
It's like we're projecting a number that's going to be a whole lot less of interest than we had last year.
Potentially, yes, but we also did not budget near as much as we actually reported.
That's because we have less money on hand for now, or because we have low interest rate?
The interest rate, but it should balance itself out after this first of the year.
Approval of bill. Treasurer.
Yes. This is the amount as of the end of last month. Total bills generally are $1,389,618.67. We had two payrolls. The first was $372,764.59, and the second $538,179.57. They have all been reviewed, and I asked for the approved by the board.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any questions or comments about the bill? Hearing none. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed. That motion carries. Other business, 7A, central reservation, change order number 1.
Change order number 1 for Central is in your packet, and it is in the amount of $32,691. It is including lighting, flooring, the extension of the construction date timeline for finish, a slight increase in cost of the power metering that we are installing in all of our facilities as we go to monitor power usage. The ad that we accepted for the location manager's office, and we also added Reed Center built-in, similar to what we put in at McCullough in that area. When we were working through that area, we thought it'd be a very good idea to add those in there to have the same atmosphere as we kind of had in McCullough, because they're so popular.
Do I have a motion? Change order? Move approval.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any questions or comments?
I actually do have some questions. The first one is between the lighting, flooring, power, and manager's office, we have a construction date change? What does that change exactly? I couldn't find any paperwork supporting it attached to it. Previous one was.
Yeah, from the original completion date, because we a little bit later. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lamont, we extended the, construction date to 11/21. What was it, like 2 weeks?
It was somewhere around 2 weeks, because we originally had, when we signed the contract, that's when the date started. But we didn't start construction right away, so we just, as we pushed the date for start time, we just moved the end date to the same length of time, which they had given us in the bid, which was 365 days.
And I was wondering why the first two of these, the light flooring,
Our credits,
well, credits, but they're also from October. And the other ones are from January. We're putting them all together.
So the first two were value engineering, so when we bid the project,
I have to ask you, what does value engineering mean?
so post bid, we are allowed to go back and value engineer, so we can work on what we asked everybody to bid. The winning contractor, we can go back and value engineer up to 20%, I believe is the number, without going out for rebid. So because the number when we bid was at our threshold, we went back and talked about a few items like the lighting package, the flooring package, some ceiling tile stuff, to try and gain some money back into the
yeah, we
bid
thought those
package.
costs were a little high, and we asked them if they would value engineer to see if we can get better pricing.
And why didn't they come to us in November? If it was done in October.
They added these items all on one, change order. They carried them over instead of bringing them to us at the time.
If I were a suspicious person,
Mm-hmm.
I would think the contractor was trying to make the total they're increasing it by, or hidden by offsetting against October credits.
Yeah, it was all held off to do the first change order, because we had those value engineer numbers right after the project was bid, before we even started construction. And then we never presented a change order to the building and grounds to even talk about it, to discuss it with building and grounds. So agreed, that would normally, and they're gonna come more often once a month, as if we get a change or we have something
I hope.
moving. We also hope it's as minimal as we can make it.
Yes.
But the thing is that what we're actually doing is we're increasing it by $70,000, but it only looks like $32,000 because we're offsetting against these October credits.
Yes, sir.
Why did we want to do that? Or why did the contractor want to do that?
So the credits were because we asked to value engineer, and then we also went back to them to add in these other items, the power monitoring that we did not take in the original bid. They worked up some price changes, value engineered that. So we got the better price on that. And then we added the manager's office in.
3 months later.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just if you could pass along that maybe doing these as they occur and not saving them up so we have several of them. So it kind of looks like not the full amount of money.
Absolutely.
Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, all those in favor? Same sign opposed? Motion carries. Item 7B, property purchase update.
And we, as instructed at the last meeting, we have presented the counter offer to the sellers of the strip of land adjacent to both of our properties at the Red Bank location. That counter offer has been accepted, and we received that this week. Where we are now is the lawyers will now get involved to do the final processing of the contract for purchase. And so, Steve, you will be getting a call from Marco. As instructed by the board, we chose Marco to be our attorney on this project because of
Conflict.
Steve's conflict, and Marco felt working with Steve on behalf of the other sellers would be fine.
With two high-priced, very good lawyers, can we have the contract done in the next 3 or 4 months?
Probably will take a long time.
No, it's, the document's already prepared and, I believe Marco maybe even already spoke to Steve about how he was doing it. They've done business before in the past. With that, they'll be getting together, finalizing that. We have 120 days to do our due diligence of inspections and doing the, survey and, any inspections we want to do, which we are doing recommended by Marco. We're doing an Alta survey, to make sure the sites, just to have on our record, so.
And so for our action tonight, then Marco has asked you to.
Ask the board to, make a motion to, allow me to sign the contract when it's completed.
I will take the motion that with regard to CEO is empowered to do that action and any other necessary administrative actions necessary to complete this transaction.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion or questions, comments? I do have a question. The motion is being made, Steve. That doesn't give Scott the ability to pay more than we agreed to.
No,
Okay.
Administrative ministerial amount.
Okay. With that being said, any other questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Same sign opposed? Motion carries. Item 7, EVPL Code of Bylaws. The Code of Bylaws were shared out to each board member for review. We have a triennial review report or final. Review of those, trust that everyone's had a chance to look over those, and now is the time to have discussion if we have suggestions for alterations or changes. Let's open the floor. Everybody don't speak at once. Calm down. We only have one recorder. So, hearing no discussion, I say we've reviewed our bylaws and it's time to move on. Item 7D, EVPL Foundational Liaison Report, and that is me as well. I need different hats. So the foundation board met on January 22nd. Dr. Fire, president, presented, had a financial report with, was that at Schwab or? Pettingill. Yep. So, Lori presented the fourth quarter financial report, statement of activity, statement of our position. Scott gave the report. We dealt with business of outreach and fundraising, 2024 book sales, where Ms. Tomlin presented details, including a net revenue of $32,327.88 per year, which was fantastic. We discussed the Washington Square Mall rental space. I don't know where that stands currently. At the time we discussed it, it was possible that the space we were currently using was going to be leased out, and then we were going to look at another option over there. So that's what we discussed at this meeting.
and that has happened and we've moved into another space for as long as
At
they will let it
Washington
happen.
Square.
And we're looking for a more permanent space, should that space be rented out from at Washington Square as well, so.
Good deal. We discussed the 2025 book sale dates, which coming up in March is the spring sale that will be at Browning downtown. There was some foundation discussion, 2025 proposed budget. That is the liaison report. Any questions? Ready for the staff spotlight? Veronica Lynn.
Do you want me to stand?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Show off your wonderful.
Okay. Hi, I'm Veronica Lynn. I'm the North Park location manager. And first and foremost, just want to thank you all for coming out here and visiting our site. We're very excited to have you here as our first stop, as we're the most newly renovated location. I will say this has been a very long 7 months. We're very excited that we're finally coming to the end of it. And a big shout out to everyone that's involved, because I know this has been not just 7 months, but several years of planning and just budgeting, getting everything together, the top down to my team. It's just been a lot of hard work to get to where we're at right now, and we're just very excited. We're ready to open everything back up. We've got our programs back this month. And so far, everything that we've heard from the patrons have just been very excited and happy, and they love the open space, the airiness of it, just very positive. Also, we've been very fortunate and lucky during the renovation. They were so patient with us throughout the whole process, so we didn't have anyone that was very upset or anything like that, which is very nice to hear, especially since we have ongoing renovations coming up in the future. But do you have any questions or anything for me? In regards,
How long have you been with the library?
11 months.
Oh,
Yes, yes, so,
7 of those have been.
yes, yes. It's
Trial by fire.
It's been a wild ride, I'll say that, but I'm excited to get to normal, settle down.
We welcomed her and kicked her out of her office. Clear out and find somewhere else to sit.
Within hours, yeah,
Right.
to get out of the office.
And yeah, 11 months, I don't know if you've learned this or not, but what I do is when the good comments come in, I take them. And when the bad comments come in, I send them to Lamont.
Oh, okay.
That's what we do.
It's good to know.
Good deal. Wonderful facility. Thank you. And do you have other staff members from North Park here?
My circuit manager, Chris, is here.
I'm Chris, I'm the circulation,
Yes.
I'm the circulation supervisor here at the park. Now it's basically just coming to support Veronica. I don't have a speech prepared.
You all?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, and that segues into my first announcement. First off, I'd like to thank the facility staff, all the park staff that have worked hard here these last months to still into what it is. We still have a little bit of ways to go. We have some furniture that's still coming to be delivered. We have some casework that's going to be put in next week in the children's area that they're excited about. But they've done a tremendous job cleaning, working with staff and, construction zone. So they were very tremendous, and Lamont's basically lived out here with his staff, making sure everything's coordinated with, working with all the contractors, MKM, and all the subs and Danco are contractors, so done a great job doing that. Next announcement is exciting as well. We have just started our Baby Explorer bundle, and we have both Becca here and Heather and Outreach, who know more about this than I do, but they are bundles that go out for a newborn that is born in the city. They can request at the library a bundle. We have a little box put together that is really slick that has a baby in it to get their first library card. It's tremendous marketing and very well put together, and they should be commended on how well a job that has been done. And just on the construction side, we're going through our punch with the contractor and doing all that. And so that's coming up real soon too. And Central is moving along. That's probably the beginning of Lamont's existence coming next. He's already been having to split shift between here and there, running back and forth. And you'll see when you are at Central next month, that part of the second floor, we moved Outreach out of their location to work on
Baby bundle?
The baby bundle.
Thank you. Please pass this
So
around. They are awesome.
as you look at that, I want to give the real credit where it's due, which is to Erica Qualls Barnett, who is our programming manager. This has been a project of hers for over 3 years. We've been talking about trying to get these bundled, maybe even 4 years. Honestly, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Faith did fantastic graphic design, so I want to make sure that the exact individuals are really doing the due. But this is Erica's passion project, Faith's design. A lot of other people did a lot of other work, but that's where. So we're very excited about it. I was at the USI Alumni Council meeting, and the alumni director just had a baby recently, and she said she went first thing as soon as she saw this. and got her baby Explorer bundle,
So
so.
you said at the city limits, so like if they're born at Gateway, they won't baby bundle?
No, it's the whole county.
Okay.
Yes, it is. the whole county.
Well, but that's Warwick County, isn't it? Gateway.
Yeah, but yeah, if they are still, I mean, we didn't get into the nitty gritty of those details of whether or not. That's why you get one free book and it's a free use and anybody can come and get that one free checkout for their baby. If you can't get a full card, we have a conversation at that time, but we really just want to get people started with their babies reading.
You should have the bid on.
And this is funded by the Evansville Promise Neighborhood Grant through UV. Part of it, yeah.
Part of it is, yes, part of it is because we have a very strong push to get these in the hands of every promised neighborhood mother and expecting mother.
I love that the documents are in there for the 1,000 books.
So are they distributed at the hospital in Hamburg, or do you come into the library and request one if you?
We're still working on different distribution models, but the Vanderburgh County Health Department has several that they've got in their 3 to 3 program. So we're working with different partners to actually distribute them.
Got it.
Any other?
That is, all I have, yeah.
If any of us want to stick around, can we get a quick tour?
You sure can.
Okay. Anything else from the board?
I just need some signatures.
Don't leave until Lori will dismiss you. All right, with nothing else, I'll call this meeting adjourned.